This lesson is on 4.3, which is graphing two variable relationships. So you have learned how to write and find solutions for two variable equations. Back in chapter 2, we learned how to graph points on a coordinate plane. Now we will learn to combine two variable equations with graphing. The first thing we need to know is that we have a new equation, or we have a new vocab word called equation. So if you graph the points that represent these ordered pairs from solving those two variable equations, and all the points lie on a straight line, the equation is called a linear equation. So for example, what they're talking about is if we had a coordinate plane and we had 2 points, it's considered, or even 3 points, if they all fall along a line like this, then it's considered a linear equation. So let's see what this looks like. So example 1, the line shown is the graph of the linear equation y equals x plus 3. So I'm going to rewrite this over here. 2 points on the line is labeled A and B, and 1 point not on the line is labeled C. Which order pairs are solutions of the linear equation? Test each ordered pair by substituting into the equation. So what we're going to do is we're going to test each of these points A, B, and C to see if they're a solution for this equation. So first let's find the points for each of these. So A is at -3, 0. B is at 0, 3. And C is at 3, 0. So now what we're going to do is we're going to plug these values into this equation here and see if it's true. So for A, we're going to have 0, because remember this is the x, this is the y, equals -3 plus 3. 0 equals 0. So yes, this is a solution. Solution. It's a little sloppy. For B, we have 3 equals 0 plus 3. Well, 3 equals 3. Yep, so this is a solution. And C, now we can plug it in. We have 0 equals 3 plus 3. 0 does not equal 6. So this is not a solution. Meaning it's not going to fall on this linear line, this linear equation. It doesn't work. So that may be one type of problem we have where you have to determine which points fall and make this equation true. So example 2, you're going to practice graphing equations. So this is asking you, in some problems you have, it's going to ask you to graph a given equation. Now to start this, we're going to use what we learned in previous sections, and it's easiest if we can first make a table. That way we can see where these points are going to be. So when x equals 0, what is y equal to? Well, 2 times 0 is 0. What about when x equals 1? Y would equal 2. When x equals 2, y would equal 4. Or when x equals 3, y would equal 6. Now we can plot these points and then connect them with a line. So 0, 0 is here. Then we have the 1 and then the 2. Go up 2 for the second point. We have 2 and then up 4. And then we have 3 and up 6. So now we have our points and we need to connect them for graphing. So I like to use a ruler, it'll come out neater. And just because we only have those points, we usually use arrows to show that this line continues for this given function. So that's how you would go about, given an equation, you make a table of the values and then you plot the points and connect them with a line. I want you to try it on your own using graph paper and graph the linear equation y equals negative 3x. So you're going to make a table and then you're also going to graph it. So press pause now and try that on your own. Oh, and that's all for today. So that was a quick one.